According to a former White House staffer from Donald Trump's first term, Trump may have just made the biggest political mistake that a human being could ever possibly make. And the mistake was this. As everybody by now should know, Donald Trump came out on Wednesday and was mad that his base obviously still wanted answers about Epstein, and he told them, if you're one of those people who still wants to talk about Epstein, I don't want you to be my supporters anymore. He effectively told them, go away, stop supporting me, called them stupid Republicans, and said the whole thing was BS. Because obviously in Trump's world, Democrats somehow created the Epstein files to make him look bad, but also at the same time chose to never do anything with them because they didn't want to make them look bad. Nothing that Trump is saying is making sense, and it's because he's panicked because he doesn't want the files released for very obvious reasons, but telling your base effectively, go to hell, I don't need you, I don't want you, is quite literally the dumbest thing a politician could do. Trump is nothing without that MAGA base. He would not be where he is today without them, and now he's telling them, go away. More on that in just a moment, but first a quick word from today's video sponsor. For weeks now, all we've heard is how Trump's beautiful bill will slash Medicaid. But almost nobody is talking about what his MAGA loyalists slipped into this bill. Go to ground.news/Farron to see how they're trying to block judges from enforcing court orders unless you pay a bond first. Highly credible sources warn most Americans can't actually afford to do this. So if this bill passes and Trump violates the law, it wouldn't even matter. This is the GOP's flood the zone strategy. Distract us with headlines and bury the real power grab. And it's why I think Ground News is the best tool to expose these blind spots before it's too late. My partners built the only app and website pulling in news from across the globe, then breaking down each source's bias, credibility, and the stories the right tries to bury. And considering most people take the first headline they see as fact, if you're reading the news somewhere else, their browser extension will flag the source's bias and link other credible reports so you can verify the information. Ground News is a better version of how we're already staying informed. So I got my viewers 40% off the same unlimited access Vantage plan I've been using. That's $5 per month when you go to ground.news/Farron, scan my QR code, or click the link in the description. With at least another 4 years of this, they're counting on you to be distracted. This app is how you stay focused. So on CNN this week, host Betsy Klein pointed out that Donald Trump is basically in the ultimate Frankenstein scenario. You created this monster, and now the monster is rampaging at the White House. Coming for you, its creator, because you have angered them. Here's what Klein said. The thing is that we are essentially witnessing the Frankenstein scenario. This is Trump versus MAGA, the movement that he created, to the point where the president is now saying, if you're not on my side on this, I disavow your support. And Betsy Klein was talking to Trump's former friend and former White House communications director, Mike Dubke, who said this. I'm frankly a little surprised that this has been going as long as it has this week within the administration. This Epstein, for better or worse, is not going to go away. It's going to stay as part of the conversation, and it will be interesting how congressional members try to sort themselves out through all of this. The worst thing this administration could do, though, is to appoint a special counsel, and I want to say that over and over and over. I don't care what Laura Loomer says. I don't care what others say. Do not do that. That is a fever dream of DC insiders for this administration to appoint, and the president inched his way there yesterday. So, first of all, don't disavow your supporters. You have nothing without them, and you are at risk of creating a 20-30% portion of the Republican Party base that just doesn't show up to vote for the next few cycles. That would be doomsday for Republicans. It'd be great for the country, Like, I hope that happens, but that's what Trump is effectively doing. The second thing, of course, are these cries that we have seen from countless conservative commentators who can't put two and two together of why Trump doesn't want the files released, that are telling him, put a special prosecutor on there. And now you've got Dubke, Trump's former friend, former White House comms director, saying, for the love of God, don't do that. You've already made the one big mistake of disavowing your supporters. Don't try to give in to them now by appointing a special prosecutor because, we all kind of know what's going to happen if these files get released. Another story, by the way, coming up a little bit later today from one of Trump's own former casino presidents. Trump was palling around with Epstein a lot more than anybody thought, going all the way back to the 80s. So yeah, Trump doesn't want a special prosecutor nosing around those files, reopening investigations. He's there. He has been a part of the Epstein story we now have confirmed since the 1980s, right? 40 years. Trump knew this guy. A little less because he died in 2019, but still. If you think Trump's names are not all over those files, then there is no help for you at this point. Did you know that you might be missing out on wonderful content from me? I mean, you're here already because clearly you like what you see. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, share them with your friends and family, but also follow me across the rest of the social media world. And it's not that hard to do. Whether it's X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, on every one of those platforms, you can find me at the username @FarronBalanced. Simple enough, right? So get on it. And if you don't feel like going to each one of those outlets individually, lucky for you, we have links in the description of this video to take you right to my pages across all of social media. So don't miss a minute. And while you're at it, make sure you're also subscribed to the Ring of Fire YouTube channel, which I have been hosting for many, many years now. We've got more than 1 million subscribers over there, and there is fresh content over there every single day of the week. So again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel, and while you're at it, go subscribe to Ring of Fire at youtube.com/The Ring of Fire and @FarronBalanced across every social media platform that, of course, is not considered just a far-right hellscape. Well, maybe Twitter is, but that's a story for a different day.